Hello, everybody, for Society Soul. I am your host, Salt, and the date is April 5th, 2017. Now, I've avoided doing this, but I must do this. This is my honest-to-God review of Mass Effect. Just, I don't even want to call it Mass Effect, just Andromeda. Let's just call it Andromeda. Look, why should you take my opinion when there's like 1,000 other reviews and shit? Well, one, I've literally played a shitload of BioWare games, including Mass Effect, the whole series, all the DLC, everything. You can legit call me a BioWare fanboy, and I won't get mad, because it's probably true. I even defended Dragon Age 2, which was weird, even though now I know what everyone sees was bad in it, a lot. But, you know, Mass Effect Andromeda, it's 2017, and the Mass Effect series has come so far because the original trilogy is like a masterpiece of gaming. And I understand people had problems, or they just don't like the other games in general. I understand that. And Andromeda shouldn't... I'm not considering Andromeda to be part of the original trilogy, even though it's not. It's supposed to be a reboot to the whole franchise, but if it's a reboot, why does it feel so much like a disappointment to the other game? I don't know. Okay, let me get on with the obvious problems that people are having. Face animations, which are the biggest thing people are pissed about. Now, female Ryder, the female player that you play, she has a shitload of face problems, ranging from she's always smiling to it's just weird. Every character has something weird with their face, whether it's just texture problems or people just animations look dead. Like L.A. Noire was a game that was praised for its facial structures and animations that came out on like last gen is better than this. Like, we should be looking to go beyond that. Mass Effect 1, which came out God 2000 fucking shit, has way better animations than Andromeda, which came out on PS4 March 2017. Like, do you see the problem here? They should have worked on the game more. Like, I'm lost. Even though I have this written down, I'm dumbfounded like telling you this. It's just, they should have worked on the game more. They should have pushed it back to the summer. But I know Mass Effect games usually always come out in March. So if that was their deadline, I understand trying to put it out. But they really shouldn't have put out an unfinished project. They really shouldn't. They should have worked on the game more and appeased to the problems. And besides the facial problems, there's a whole bunch of bugs and glitches in the game. And it's just not great. Like, you just saw that that was from online. That was just one instance of glitches in the whole game. There's a whole bunch I saw, and it's unexcusable. There shouldn't be any bugs or glitches. Yeah, people like to say there's bugs and glitches in the original trilogy. I barely saw any. Yeah, once in a while my arm would like lose its mind or like some shit, but that really, if I played that scene again, I wouldn't find it. I've literally redone one scene in Andromeda like 3 times where I talked to that Asari girl, PB, and her arms were just fucking losing it. And if you look on the internet, it's probably a whole bunch of other glitches and bugs people are reporting. And that's not good. Now, can I speak about some positives? Combat and multiplayer are great. They really are. The combat in this game is literally the best. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 had a Gears of War vibe to it, especially 2 and 3. It was, which wasn't bad because Gears of War has great combat. But this, it's just like, it's fun. The combat is easily the best thing about this game. It's like, on the combat alone, I would rate this game a solid 5. So that's half of the game right there in combat. And if the other game is like everything else, I'm gonna give that, like, honestly, like a 2.5. So that's my review on this game. 5 plus 2.5. Okay. But even though the combat and multiplayer are amazing, Mass Effect and BioWare games in general are story. Half the game is in the story. BioWare games, the whole point of it is the story. Yeah, multiplayer was a nice addition in Mass Effect 3, but no one knew that shit was gonna happen, and no one really asked for it. People will probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," because if you've never played Mass Effect multiplayer, it's just horde mode, and it was a fun break from killing Reapers, but no one really asked for it, so no one's looking forward to multiplayer when they buy a Mass Effect game. So that was a huge problem. And one other issue I had was it's so based on the story and everything, but they really left out a lot of things that made the original trilogy great. For example, we're going to a new galaxy. I know a lot of people talked about this, but this is what rubs me the wrong way. We're going to a new galaxy. That's the story. We went from our Milky Way to the Andromeda galaxy. We're supposed to meet new shit. Why when we go into this Andromeda galaxy, we only see 2 new races? It's like, okay, the enemies in this game are Ket, which are these alien dominant, like, think of it like the Covenant, like some hostile aliens that, Remnant, which are machines, which don't count, and outlaws from your galaxy. So even though you go to a new place, you're still killing people from the old place. What was the point of leaving? It's so stupid. There are no Drell. There's no Quarian. There's no stupid fucking jellyfish either. That's what made the original series great. They had Quarian and Hanar in Mass Effect 1. In this, there's only Asari, Krogan, Turian, human. What? What was the point? Like, you're telling me those are the only races that wanted to start over and go to a new galaxy? It's so stupid. Wouldn't the Quarian like to colonize a new planet? But then again, okay, I know the Quarian wouldn't want to go because there's not that many of them and they all stand in a little shit. But you're telling me no other races wanted to go or even snuck on board? That's stupid. And I'm not going to talk any more about the game because if you've probably seen other reviews, you've probably seen other stuff like this. Just from a dedicated Mass Effect fan, this game hurts me. It's literally like someone stabbed me in the chest with an Omni Blade. It's that bad. I'm not saying the game is terrible. It's not a terrible game. You should only play it if you're into BioWare games or Mass Effect as general. If you're a new person that's trying to get into the series, this is a bad entry point. If you're trying to get into the series, I dare say start at the original trilogy, if not Mass Effect 2. That is my honest opinion. This is not a good starting point in the game. Like if you're trying to get into Dragon Age, do not start off with 2. Never start off with the bad of the series. If you're starting to get into Resident Evil, do not start from 6. Shit like that. And just on a more personal note, I really hate how BioWare and EA they scrapped the team that worked on other Mass Effects and got social justice warriors, meaning they wanted this is what people all over the internet are saying, that there's social justice warriors working at BioWare, that because they wanted a more diverse crowd working on the games and shit. Okay, let's look at Shepard for a minute. Shepard, if you look at him immediately, you can't tell his race. He could be white, he could be black, he could be Spanish, or he could be mixed. But the main character for Andromeda is a white guy. Yeah, I understand, create a character and stuff, but he still sounds like fucking Nathan Drake. It's kind of stupid, don't you think? You hire people for the diversity issue, but it's less diverse than the people that weren't. That's personally something to think about for me. Did you like this video? Well, I did too. This is Society Salt, and I miss Shepard.